Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. We've got a Rossignol Hero Elite MT for you today. This one is the one with the vertical carbon alloy matrix. I believe that's all they make these days, but really kind of hits that middle ground of being an on-trail, on-piste ski with a ton of energy, a good deal of power, and enough width to be versatile, at least in turn shape and style. Not locked into the long turns like the LT, not squared and slalom-esque like the ST. This MT, as the name implies, kind of sits right in the middle, allowing you to make various turn shapes and styles on groomed and smooth terrain. This one is built with a poplar wood core, so nice light energy built in. And then we get their vertical carbon alloy matrix. So that carbon alloy matrix is basically a crosshatch of carbon stringers that go tip to tail in a laminate format. And what they're doing is that they're grooving it basically. So it starts flat and then kind of grooves in the middle, and that puts it in a three-dimensional shape. Anytime that we're putting these types of materials in a three-dimensional shape, that's going to alter those characteristics and make it stiffer and more responsive. We also get line control technology in this ski, so a central spine running from tip to tail in a vertical laminate. Again, kind of taking that horizontal and doing something different with it is going to really make this thing stand out in terms of stiffness and responsiveness. So nice kind of upper end build from Rossignol here. Really all about that carbon alloy matrix in the ski and the energy that you get. Ends up being a little bit lighter than the metal version, so broader range of skier. I think that they're trying to focus on, you know, the racers and the LT and the ST versions, and then more of that front side dedicated skier in this MT version. You know, if we're being honest, most of us spend most of our time on trail and trying to kind of perfect a carved turn. That's where something like this really comes in handy, especially for places like where we are here in Vermont, where you know, a on-piste ski makes a whole lot of sense for a vast majority of the days. You know, you can obviously have something wider to complement this, but at 74 millimeters underfoot, this thing makes a lot of sense as more of that front side dedicated ski. Pretty much fully cambered, you know, definitely a good amount of energy built into the ski underfoot. Anytime you're seeing that type of bounce, they're building the energy into the ski, so when you load it up, it wants to return to this kind of bouncy position, so it's going to give you better rebound off the back end of that carve. And you could tell me that there's some tip rocker in here. Still very much feels like a fully cambered ski. When you decamber it, there's a slight bend up here. Really, it's there for turn initiation and just general ease of use. No taper here, so you're getting true tip to tail edge contact once you get past that slight rocker in the shovel. And then in the tail, you know, again, very minimal at most rocker. Just kind of goes to that widest point here in that taper. Just gives it a little bit of a friendly nature in the back end, but still very much squared off. It's going to hold on tight to the end of the turn for sure. So a lot of responsiveness built into this ski. You know, doesn't quite have that race-like feel as the metal versions, but I think for most skiers, this makes more sense. You know, a progressing intermediate might find some success on here, especially if they're more aggressive or more athletic, but it does want to turn a lot, so you got to make sure that you're in for that aspect of it. 15-meter turn radius here in the 175, so right in the middle zone. You know, likes to carve across the fall line. I think the lightweight and slightly more flexible nature of this ski allow it to be broken from that radius a bit easier, making those shorter radius turns and just being a little bit more agile on the snow, also due to the flex and the weight. So if you're a skier that's spending most of your time on trail, like to carve turns, but also like to mix up your turn shapes and styles, I think this is a great option. So make sure you check out this Rossignol Hero Elite MT with the VCAM build here at SkiEssentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.